my gosh, I think that's the snapping turtle. I think that might be him. Yeah, look, because you can kind of see the back end where his tail sort of is beginning to taper. So I think this may be our snapping turtle friend. Maybe. And oh my gosh. And that's our heron friend. Coming over to say hi. That's really cool. And then here's our snapper friend.
Get a good view of his head over here.
I'll come over in just a second. Yeah, you can see the algae on his head. You can see, I don't think he's an alligator snapper. I think he's just a snapping turtle. So I think so, at least, because his jaw is so unique shape, like such a unique shape compared to the other turtles. Oh, I can see more turtles swimming around, yeah? But how fun. So I think this is the big guy. How amazing that the heron flew in just then too. And we've been keeping an eye for him because he can get your fingers pretty good. And he's so big. This is the biggest turtle I've ever seen basking in here. He like takes up the space that two of the turtles would normally take up right there. That's so cool. Let's see if we can get a better view of you, buddy. Wait a second. Are you gonna fish something up, heron? Look at him go. You are so beautiful.
Sure.
And we're always so anxious because we worry we won't get a good glimpse of him in the water.
Yeah.
We couldn't ask for better. And then the heron is right in the background there. Alright, you guys, I am so excited that you have finally had a chance to meet the snapping turtle that lives in the wetlands behind our house. So this is a very small pond, actually. We're always constantly surprised at how many frogs and fish and minnows, how many little geckos, how many snakes, how many herons. There's a kingfisher that likes to hang out at this little wetlands area that we happen to see. It's a very populated area, even though, again, we're right in the middle of a city. There are huge apartment complexes surrounding us just on the other side of this little wetlands, and this is another wonderful example of the treasure finds that you can really get into when you are just looking a little bit closer. Dozens of people walking past us all over the place, and nobody is noticing this glorious, gigantic behemoth beast that is the large common snapping turtle that was basking on this log. I am so excited we finally got a good glimpse at him. We have been keeping an eye on the snapping turtle for several months now when we accidentally just looked down, and there he was sitting in the water just under the surface. So at first you would think he's a big kind of jagged looking rock and covered in algae, and then it moved and we realized that we had seen a snapping turtle a few months ago. So we've been trying to get glimpses of him since then. Every now and then we'll see like this gigantic algae covered head move out of the water and then disappear before I can get my camera out. So this was an absolutely fantastic find. Very exciting day. And some of you guys may be going, but Seri, it's a common snapping turtle. They're found through most of the East Coast and even into the Midwest of the United States, all the way moving up into Canada because they're extremely cold tolerant. There are reports of snapping turtles actually being able to swim in the water of ponds and lakes when ice has crusted over the water. They'll just keep going under the surface, and they pretty much eat everything too, so they don't really have to worry a lot about predators. They are the top predator in their little kingdom of their wetlands, so it's not like they're going to be really overexploited by predators. It's not like they're uncommon, but they're just really hard to see because they spend most of their time in the water, and it's very, very exciting for us to see him, even if he's kind of common, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing him too. But yeah, these guys, as you can tell, really enjoy the brackish environments where the water is kind of murky. You can't really see very clearly through it, and they don't come up too often. You can kind of see them usually more in April for some reason. It says you're supposed to be able to see them like through April, October. That's when they'll come up to bask a little bit more often. Like I said, in the winter they can just stay down at the bottom of a lake and not even care, and they eat so many different things. It's very impressive. A snapping turtle will basically eat anything that it can fit into its mouth, and that's everything from plants and animals, including small birds, small mammals. It'll eat insects, fish, frogs, reptiles, including other small turtles. So yeah, you really need to look out for these guys. And apparently they can get so eager for eating like little ducklings or other nesting birds that they can actually be a detriment to nesting water birds. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for all of the ducklings and all of the goslings that the waterfowl tend to have in this area. But it was just so exciting to see this guy, and I'm just so excited that we got to share him with you. So this is another great reminder to slow down, look carefully, because most people would just jog right past him thinking that he was just like a giant rock sitting there, and just appreciate what's around you. So I can't wait to share more adventures with you guys next time. Remember guys, stay curious, have fun, go on adventures, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!